Well, good evening, y'all. I know it's a little late, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the potential for tomorrow's severe weather. So I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get straight on into it. Alright, so as you can see for tomorrow, we are in a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms. And then we've actually got this slight risk that kind of extends from Kentucky all the way up through the Northeast. So that's a pretty big slight risk. But we are in a level 1 out of 5 risk. And the main threat for tomorrow is going to be damaging winds because we are in a 5% damaging wind risk. And you may just look at this level 1 out of 5 and you may think, oh, we won't get nothing, okay? We won't get nothing. That's what a lot of people think. They think, oh, it's level 1 and 5, ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a sunny day. That's not true, okay? It's still a risk, and you still need to be weather aware. It's not the largest risk, but it does not mean that severe storms are impossible. So, let's go ahead and get a look at these models. We're going to start off with HRRR. We've looked at this model a bunch already. You guys should be familiar with it now. And this is a look at future dew points. So if we stop this tomorrow at around 10, 11 o'clock, we are going to have some pretty high dew points. Paragould 73, Hoxie 75, Pocahontas 73, Leechville about 72, and Truman about 74. So these dew points are going to be up there, and it is going to be pretty muggy tomorrow. That is going to be an important factor whenever we talk about severe storms. And there is another important factor, and that is CAPE, or convective available potential energy. This is pretty much the energy in the atmosphere that these storms need to feed off of. And it's just a very important factor whenever we're talking about severe storms. It's really the instability in the atmosphere. So we're not going to have too much of it, although 2,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE in Paragould, that's still enough for severe storms. And these storms are going to be coming from the northwest, so as you look up here, about 1,500, 2,000 maybe even. So that's going to be enough for these storms to feed off of. It's going to be enough for these storms to fire up. So, again, these aren't the highest amounts of CAPE that I've ever seen, but they're still enough. So let's look at another thing that is important for severe weather, and that is storm relative helicity. So, storm relative helicity, it pretty much acts as the lifting mechanism, because whenever you talk about severe storms, you hear moisture, instability, and lift. Those are the three main pretty much products that are needed for storms to form. So it acts as the updraft interaction, and it measures the amount of horizontal spinning in the air caused by wind speed and the direction with height, and that is changing. So it's pretty much a lifting mechanism. So moisture, instability, and lift. Remember those. So this is our lift portion. And as we go into tomorrow and we look at our SRH, as some people can call it, kind of shorthand, we're not going to have a lot of helicity. So that's going to play a pretty big factor for tomorrow. As you can see, sitting at about 60, 80, 70, 76. I'm not sure what unit that is. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just an amateur. So definitely don't rely on my forecast if you think it's going to be accurate. So this helicity is not going to be a whole lot. So these are going to kind of constrain our storms a little bit, and these storms aren't going to have that much of an updraft to work with. So that's another thing. That could be another reason why we're only in a level 1 out of 5 risk. But one more thing whenever we talk about ingredients for severe weather, if we look at wind shear, this is especially important for rotating storms that produce tornadoes. And again, we're not looking at really a big tornado risk tomorrow. See, I mean, as you can see here, wind shear amounts are going to be very, very low. So these storms aren't really going to be able to rotate. So that is why we are not going to be dealing with tornadoes really at all. So again, the main threat tomorrow is going to be damaging winds. Make sure to keep that in mind. Stay weather aware. Make sure you have your NOAA weather radios, your backup battery banks. If you're going to be driving around, just keep your eyes peeled and just have multiple ways to get information. And yeah, just be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. I quoted Ryan Hall, y'all, on that one. So let's go ahead and get a look at the... Oh, excuse me. I totally forgot about our tropical cyclone. We have Tropical Storm Arthur. So this little guy, well, he's not very little, but he has developed in the Gulf of America, or the Gulf of Mexico, whatever you want to call it. And he's going to work his way up northeast, and he's going to go through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. So we are not really looking at this as much for our area because you can see all these spaghetti models pointing this way, not that way. So honestly, this really isn't going to play much of a factor into our rain chances or any of our severe weather. So let's go ahead and get a look at the extended forecast. Okay, so tonight, low of 76, partly cloudy and breezy. It has been breezy all day long, I can tell you that. Tomorrow, high of 88, 60% chance of precipitation. Showers will be likely, and then Thursday night, those rain chances kind of dip down a little bit, low of 70. Friday, high of 84, partly sunny, going to be a pretty nice day. Friday night, low of 67, and a slight chance of showers as we go later into the evening on Friday. Saturday, got a chance of showers and a chance of thunderstorms. 50% chance of precipitation, high of 85. Then Saturday night, 40% chance of precipitation, low of 72, slight chance of thunderstorms. Sunday, 60% chance of rain, high of 87. Showers likely, and it will be breezy. And then Sunday night, low of 73. Are going to have a 50% chance early in the evening, and then that will develop into an 80% chance as we go later into the night. Again, low of 73 and a chance of thunderstorms, then showers. So I just wanted to go ahead and look at this Weather Prediction Center map again. So as you can see, well, actually let's start out with today. We've got this front kind of going through Missouri, Oklahoma. It's a cold front, and that is going to be our driving factor for severe weather tomorrow. As you can see on day 2, we are in that shaded portion for heavy rain and maybe some flash flooding possible. I didn't look at the rainfall totals. I will probably do that tomorrow for tomorrow's forecast, but we've got this front moving in, and on Friday, again, temperatures will be a little bit colder by just a couple of degrees because we have that cold front moving in, and again, that will be the main driving factor for our severe weather. So we have a marginal risk, or a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms tomorrow. Not expecting very much widespread severe weather. I will get a look at the timing tomorrow, likely tomorrow morning, as we get more information and more data, so you guys can have it a little bit more timed out so you can kind of see when those storms will be coming in. But overall, not a very big risk, but we do have that small chance of damaging wind. So that is going to be the main threat. Please stay weather aware. You may just think, oh, level 1 out of 5. Ain't gonna mean nothing. I'll be all good. I'm a mow the lawn. No, okay? Still have a chance of severe weather, okay? So, again, don't be scared. Be prepared. Quoted Ryan Hall, y'all, again. But I appreciate y'all watching the videos. Appreciate the support. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another update in the forecast.